Hey guys, Renata Sander here from MeetAdvisors.com, and I'm joined with JD Gershbein. How are you today?
I'm very well. Great to be here.
Thank you for coming into our office. So I want to start off with asking you, who are you? What is your background? What do you do?
Renata, I'm actually here to find out. Through your work, I think we can come to an agreement as to who I am and what I stand for. I am a professional speaker, consultant, coach, corporate trainer on LinkedIn, personal branding, and online communication.
All right, so I know you focus on the scientific explanation of LinkedIn. And I don't know about you, but I don't really quite know what that is. So how did you gravitate towards it, and what is it?
I grew up in a scientific household, and
Okay.
I've always questioned the world around me. I've always thought there's a scientific basis for everything, even if it appears to not be so. And when I came to LinkedIn, I would have discovered it anyway, but in 2006 when I first saw the site, social media was so new. It's still so new for a lot of people. But I just wanted to go deeper than what I was seeing on the surface level, because I know that there's an intellectual and an emotional and even a biological and a physiological basis for what we do on this site.
How are people leveraging LinkedIn either to develop themselves or to find new business, grow their own business? What are people doing?
Well, business development and career development are the two primary modes of activities carried out on LinkedIn. So we're organizing to develop business. In other words, client acquisition, revenue generation, whatever name you'd like to call it. And then on the career side, you have people looking for new jobs or advancing existing jobs, climbing the corporate ladder, if you will. So business activities on the site are carried out for the purpose of generating new business, monetizing your efforts on the site, and then capitalizing on opportunities to land new jobs.
So do you know, just kind of a question of how many people are using LinkedIn?
At the time of our taping, which is January 12th, 2015. 13th, 2015. That's, we're at 335 million users or thereabouts. And you have a lot of people just in account only. They're not activating on the site. So whereas we see so many people creating new accounts and just trying to gain traction on the site, so few kind of hit a wall or drop into a crevasse and just don't carry forward on the site.
What advice would you give to new businesses that have, let's say, just signed up for LinkedIn and want to grow and use LinkedIn as a platform to do so?
Well, we talk about, or at least I talk about, the real ROI of LinkedIn. You might call it return on investment, but the ROI is representation, observation, and interaction. The purpose of the site is to obviously build this concept called a personal brand. We want to be out there. We need people to be aware of us, associate us with a product or service, or learn how we can add value to an enterprise. So by representing well in this document called a LinkedIn profile, by observing the observation piece, by just studying the site and acquiring new knowledge and applying that knowledge to either make a sale or meet new people who can lead you to a sale or to a decision maker or a hiring manager. And then the interaction piece is where you're actually finding your influence through online communication and discovering the words that will get you to the next level, advancing conversations, making conversations meaningful.
Yeah. So what is kind of a tip that you would give to someone, let's say, that has just created their LinkedIn profile? What are, let's say, some of three key things that they must have on their profile, or maybe must state, or way that they can interact on their specific profile?
Well, there's more than three,
I know,
but I will go with three because that
Okay.
was the nature of the question. First and foremost, without question, not open for discussion, is a warm, welcoming, energetic headshot. These days, nobody is doing business with or hiring ghosts. You have to have a good professional photo. A good business portraiture will carry you on the internet, even beyond LinkedIn. The second would be a professional headline that brands you on impact. The professional headline is located right below your name field, razor-sharp descriptions of the professional value that you offer. And the third is a well-developed summary section. Most people don't even know that the summary section is a very robust area of text where it will support up to 2,000 characters, including spaces. Roughly boils down to 400 to 600 words, depending on how you structure it. And that's where you tell your professional story, your brand story, as it were. And these days, with attention spans being so fractured, people are not going to spend all that much time on your profile. Give them what they need at the top of the page, centered around, obviously, your name, the headshot, the professional headline, and the built-out summary section.
That's great advice. And I mean, I know that everyone could at least take some form of that and kind of apply it to their own profile.
Hope so.
So kind of my last question to you would be, what is the future of LinkedIn? Where do you see it going?
Well, I haven't been visionary with all that much in my life. I can't predict the NFL, but at the same time, I do have an idea where all of this is heading. The habits are ingrained. In other words, we are living through the social media revolution, and I think people now have to find a way to make this constructive rather than destructive in their lives. More people will tune in, they will step up, they will step out, they will put more of themselves out there on these sites. And on a site like LinkedIn, which has completely revolutionized the employment process, which is completely revolutionizing the way salespeople are prospecting for new business, and which has completely revolutionized the way recruiters find top talent for companies, these habits have to be learned, they have to be made part of our daily lives, but for the better, to advance ourselves in business. And I see people, more people taking the initiative, learning the site, doing it because they want to, not because they have to, and that's what will lead to the positive outcomes that they desire.
Great. Where can people find out more about you? How can they reach you?
Would it surprise you to know that I'm on LinkedIn?
I don't know.
I do have a LinkedIn profile. I am searchable under my name on LinkedIn. I run a company called Owlish Communications. Where on earth would I ever identify with the creature, the owl? But Owlish Communications is my company, and I do work with individuals, with companies, LinkedIn profile writing and personal brand development, corporate training, individual coaching, and I've been known to hit a stage or two and speak to groups at conferences, trade shows, and corporate events, and would love the opportunity to educate anybody who would like this knowledge.
All right. Well, guys, you could definitely check out JD Gershbein on LinkedIn, and check us out at meetadvisors.com for more videos and blogs. Thank you.